Hey everyone, we're live. This is Krista Marie, Reality of Krista Marie, and this is Who Started You On? Hey Terry, Who Started You On? Beverly Hills, a little later than I usually do it. Actually, no, I think I did it late this week, but so we're gonna do Who Started You On, and of course it's gonna be Diana, the awful person that she is, and Sutton, and then I realized that um, towards the end that the Crystal and Erika situation as well, and just the whole thing. But so I guess we can kind of recap it, and then obviously I'm not on Diana's side and not on Erika's side, but I'm pretty sure if anybody disagrees with me, please let me know in the chat. But let me see hi. So I see everybody on Twitter, YouTube. I'm live on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Reddit, and literally rewatching it back and watching the whole eyelash incident. I get it. Like they are like a nightmare sometimes. It's really stressful and it gives you anxiety to put them on. Thank you, Terry. And it's like I get it. It's the whole thing. It could go left really bad. It could go really, really bad really quick. Like you always see me doing this. It's always because like one's always sticking in my eyeball. But God forbid we don't wear them. But anyway, so here we go. So we start out in Mark Kyle's the luncheon charity luncheon. When of course like you can't get really, I'd say to me it doesn't get better than Kathy walking in to Kyle's, but then you have Jamie Lee Curtis walking in, that was even better. I don't know why this thing live viewer comment shop. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's on there. Hold on guys, let me get that out. That's why. Did it go away? Didn't go away, did it? Maybe it will. Okay. That went away. Okay. So of course Jamie walks in. She's awesome. She like stole the whole scene for me. Like nothing else could happen to the entire thing. But I just loved her the entire time. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm glad that she's on there. And literally, not that she would be a housewife, but she'd be really awesome on the show. And of course, we have to hear how Kyle's known her since 1970, however long, all through all millions of Halloweens, blah blah blah. Again, it's like we're just over Kyle, so really just any scene just kind of makes me mad. But Jamie was there, I can't really be mad at it. And yeah, of course everybody starts arriving, and the ones that aren't there, who has COVID again? Rena, I forget. Anyway, I just know that Erika wasn't there, right? Rena wasn't there, and of course, when Diana shows up, all she hears about is how she can't stand Sutton, how she's gross and she's vile and yes, I heard that. I want to read that. I want to read them. I heard that. She's been writing them for a long time, right? Yeah. I'm just so tired of hearing Diana how vile she thinks that Sutton is and disgusting she is, and she makes everything. It's just crazy. Like what they say about her is that's what's repulsive. They call her repulsive, but she's repulsive. Diana says how she's rude and she's gross and she's repulsed by her. Of course, Kyle has to insert herself. Of course. It's like, I don't know. See, the thing is with me that's making me mad about Sutton, even though I haven't seen Sutton, is I don't know why she keeps trying. Why does she keep trying to apologize to Diana? Diana clearly doesn't want to be friends with her, clearly doesn't like her. Hey, girl. She clearly doesn't like her and doesn't want to be her friend and is like, basically bullies her every time she tries. We get to a point where they literally, okay, so I'm watching the after show and they're saying how Sutton never takes accountability and never admits when she's wrong or something like that. But then they say how she's always apologizing. So it's like they don't even know what they're talking about, I think, at this point. Like they just don't make any sense. She doesn't take accountability and but then she makes everything about her. But then she doesn't, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. We get to that part. I don't want to skip ahead. But I couldn't stop focusing on Sherry and the whole eyelash situation. I was like, of course that's going to happen. But so, what else was she saying too? She has to scrub herself clean after she talked to Sutton when she's talking to Dorito Deflecto about the lunch. She said she went home and scrubbed herself clean and that she's repulsed by her and that lunch repulsed her. And that's when she starts saying that she makes everything about her and, of course, Doreen's trying to tell her that she's wrong because she should have never walked up to her and said, right, Exactly. Everything is why would I see the thing is Diana tells people the story and like what happened at lunch and she forgets that there's a camera on her. Okay, so we see what goes, yeah, what really happened. We know you're a liar and you're delusional. And like she just has this perception of Sutton is just like it's so delusional. It's like who's you don't even know her. Who is telling you this stuff, like you said? It's crazy. And then Dorit to keep doubling down and sticking up for her and oh God, she wasn't even there. Like Dorit, you were not even there. This is what I don't understand, okay? Tell me you don't think this is weird, right? So we see the scene where I think it was last week, right, with Hanukkah, and how PK is in London during Hanukkah. Okay. Isn't that the equivalent to like Christmas, right? It's like the most important holiday that they celebrate. And he goes to London during Hanukkah after a break-in with his wife and kids. I just thought that was odd. I don't know how, again, that's weird. Halloween. To me, that just, I have questions. Why are you going to London during Hanukkah, PK? Why are you leaving your wife and kids during Hanukkah? That's like your husband leaving during Christmas. It's like crazy to me. But again, Dorit wasn't there, so I don't know why. Like, there's these two people at the lunch and then all the cameras. So we know exactly what happened at the lunch, Diana. That was disgusting. It was just like, that Sutton was trying to raise you two miscarriages. That whole thing, again, with just Kyle inserting herself. It's like, I'm just over you, Kyle. Really, really over you. You should just kind of not making any sense anymore. You guys just hate on Sutton. And Sutton, I'm going to need you to stop apologizing to these people, these women. The reason she apologizes so much is because you tell her she's wrong all the time. It's like, at some point, it's like, I think she just apologizes because she doesn't want to argue and she's just a better person. But it's like, it's almost like Garcelle said in the after show, it's kind of like it almost works against her all the time. Sometimes she apologizes for too long, and they don't receive it well, and it comes off rude, and it's just, it just doesn't. They had a flashback of when she called Fetch boring. Thought that Teddy, I said her name, that Fetch was going to be boring, and then she tried to apologize for it, and Teddy starts crying. It's like, oh my God, this is like nuts. And of course, you have Diana doing all self-righteous, and Kyle self-righteous, Dorit self-righteous. Everybody's like, Sutton's this, and Sutton can't own up to her problems, and she always makes it, but then she always makes it about her. It's like, which one is it? I mean, hopefully she doesn't. Because, you guys, all right, so not only do they double down with their apologies, right? Or their apologies don't make any sense that they put out last week or whatever. Then you watch like this after show that they do and all the stuff that she says in the confessionals, and it just doesn't line up. It doesn't match up. It doesn't make any sense. We yet have heard from Mauricio about what he thought was so funny and why he thought it was funny that Erika said what she said. Again, everybody's again excusing Erika's bad behavior again, blaming on her alcohol, but whatever. Again, does anybody not realize that a bottle says do not drink with your medication? It doesn't matter if you messed up or you're trying to figure out your medication, Erika. You're not supposed to be drinking on your medication. She's like, oh, I'm trying to figure out how to drink with this one, and I'm trying to figure out that one, and what I can drink with this and that. You're not supposed to drink, period. Nobody's questioning the fact that she's drinking on it, period. Who cares if she's letting loose? Oh, yeah, well, we're glad she's just letting loose. The bottle says don't drink on it. I mean, but again, we're going to get to Erika because I thought maybe she was done and like maybe she would just stop talking and stop saying stuff like how much worse could it get? And then yeah. So again, Dorit's saying how self-centered Sutton is, and it just doesn't make any sense. It's like what? Like according to who? She can't open up her problems according to who? Because again, you say she's always apologizing now. She's always apologizing because she's always saying things that aren't right, and she's always apologizing, but she can't open up to her mistakes. Makes no sense, right? Nobody will see you yet. You'll be okay. You can walk that way. Yep. Just stay close to it. So yeah, it's like I don't know. I mean, I really honestly I'm gonna need them to watch back the roll, like when they roll the tape back, because basically like production is like every time they say something that doesn't make any sense, they roll the tape back and it's like, okay, now that doesn't make any sense, No, you don't make any sense now. Hi. So yeah. So like the worst part of not the worst part. I mean, actually all of it's bad, but we get to the part where, see, this is how I don't know what to feel. Like, I feel like Crystal has gotten lost in the sauce, and whether, I don't even, I'm going to assume that she's not making this eating disorder. I'm going to say that she's not, like, right? Which I don't think she is. So, but, of course, she brings it up, and you hear Kyle, oh, what, really? Yeah, oh, me too. Oh, really? And it's like, again, so Kyle, she was on Lexapro, just like everything else. It's always about, she's the one who always makes it about her. She's on Lexapro, and then she had miscarriage, and then now she's, she also had an eating disorder too. It's like, Sutton makes it all about her. Who makes it all about her? Erika and DeVries, because that's what they were also saying too. No, Kyle makes it all about her. Oh, this one's a drama queen. She's such a drama queen. No, Kyle's the drama queen. Are you guys like, are you all delusional? Like, do you hear yourselves? Thank God production is like, I'm not feeling you guys because he keeps rolling the tape back and it's good. And we'll go over what happened on the after show because, yeah. And it's like, again, talking about Sutton, it's like, make up your mind. Does she own it? Does she not own it? Why are we talking about Sutton's problems? Why are we not talking about everything we hear about Kyle and her life and how Mauricio, let's talk about what Mauricio said, and then nobody's questioning that. Let's talk about how Mauricio is always high. Like, really, who cares? I'm glad he's always high. But I feel like, Kyle, you need to answer some questions. You've had these cheating rumors about Mauricio for so long, and you like lose your shit. Let's ask Kyle about that. Let's ask him to own up to that. Own it, Kyle. Like, stop inserting yourself. And again, I loved how she walks into Kathy. You could obviously tell that Kathy's not feeling Kyle. I think she probably begged her to come on the show this time. I think Kathy was not having it. I feel like obviously she regrets it after the whole Aspen thing. But we're getting to that. But I mean, like, did you not see, like, literally Kyle, like, Kathy has Kyle on block. That's why she's not answering the phone, Kyle, because she has you on block. Kathy was like, oh, I lost my phone. Oh, yeah, you're so hard to get hold of, but I lost my phone. And Kyle's like, well, it's right here. It's like, okay, I feel like she feels like when attention's not on her, she just has to insert herself. And it's like, but what, you're not even making any sense. And it's like, I don't know. Like, they're like, see, this is what they're doing. They're drinking this Erika Kool-Aid, which makes no sense, right? Because she's obviously not making it. Everything she says and does is wrong now. Whether we want to believe what we thought before or whatever, that's like kind of irrelevant at this point. She's talking about, so, Rena's allowed to ask her about her talking to Tom. Like, God forbid anybody else brought up Tom. Did you see what happened when they brought up Tom and if she talked to him or not? God forbid. Garcelle got her head bitten off. And it's like, the hypocrisy. You can't even believe it. And like, all of a sudden now, she's like, oh, Tom didn't get COVID. Of course, he didn't get COVID. And they're like, did you want him to get COVID? She's like, no, but, figures that he has everything else. It's like, oh my God. Like, I know. It's so insane. But you know what? It's going to turn like, it's honestly, the tide's turning. It's going to be a really bad year for Rena and Erika, I believe. Because, see, like, it wasn't bad enough that what she did last week or whatever, what she's been doing. But, like, for her to literally go, I'm just going to be an asshole now. I'm just going to be an asshole and say, like, the whole thing about the eating disorder with Crystal. Like, really? And then, like, I was like, everything she kept saying, I was like, oh my God. And you're literally, nobody's saying anything to her. Everybody just thinks, like, and then Crystal's, like, excusing it and like, trying to excuse. She's just trying to connect with me. Yeah, because that's what Erika wants to do. She wants to connect with people. Get out of here. Since when? And Dorit's like, I think Erika, she's finally, she has some, she's trying to connect with people and she's showing some heart. Like, what? Since when? How is this showing heart? This is her connecting with people. Again, she's drinking and she's excusing it because she's like, she doesn't know what medications to drink with what alcohol or whatever she's trying to do. But basically, that you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol at all on your medication, which I don't even believe that's the problem anyway. I think you're faking it. So I just think you just don't care anymore. Like, I think you care way less than you cared last year. And again, she's not trying to connect with any of you. She doesn't care about any of you at all. And they don't care about you, Erika. Like, the second she is fired and off the show, they're going to scatter like the roaches they are, and they will never see her again. She will never see any of them again. You really think that Kyle's going to be friends with Erika after this if she's not on the show? The only reason they stand up there, why? What are they afraid of? I don't get it. I'd like to know what everybody was afraid of Big Tom Girardi for. What was he? What happened? Why did everybody let this man who shuts himself go for so long? Whatever. Like, the man's not denying it. He's not denying he did anything wrong. He's just thinking, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Like, nobody's arguing with him. Like, but again, I don't know why everybody's so afraid of Erika. I don't know what they think she's going to do. Again, you know that as soon as she's off the show, they're going to scatter. And then what is Erika going to do? She's going to have to join OnlyFans because she's not she's not an actress. She's not a singer. What talent does she have? I mean, really, it's like, and Rinna, nobody's going to hire her. I don't really think anyone's really going to hire Rinna anymore. Like, back on your knees. Sorry. Like, to be honest, like, we need her to make money because she's liable for a lot of money. Again, Erika, whether you know or not, you receive stolen property. And in this country, when you receive stolen property, you spend it, you got to give it back. Because if I receive, like, look, if I borrow my friend's car and my friend just happened to steal that car, but I'm driving it and I get caught in it, guess what? I get charged too, whether I knew or not. So, hey, if I spend somebody's money that they hand me, if I spend stolen money that's not mine, guess what? I got to pay back. I still get in trouble. Like, that's just how it works. Like, so, like, her, and then this outfit, this confessional outfit, again, to me, fire Mikey Menden, because what are you wearing? The thing with the braid. Like, I don't even know what it looked like. I can't even, like, Prince and with, like, Barbie, maybe? Barbie chic? I don't know. It's like, why is Mikey, what are you paying this man for? What are you paying Mikey for? Why do you own him? For what? What is he doing for you? Your confessionals are getting worse. God, I can't. I don't know. Son, I'm going to need to stop apologizing to these hosts. Stop apologizing to these people. They don't want to be your friend. I don't know why you want to be their friend. Kyle is not your friend. Kyle's never been your friend. She's obviously, like, literally going against her constantly. Like, she's always, I should have stuck up for Erika last year when she threatened your life, Sutton. Okay, Erika. Okay, Kyle. All right. And now you're saying, oh God, she must have this like secret heart we don't know about. And she's, let her hair down. Let her drink on her medication, even though it says not to. Let her try to sleep with people's kids. Like, could you imagine if PK tried to sleep with Farrah? Do you think Mauricio would have thought it was funny then? Do you think if somebody told Portia to shut the F up, same age as Jax, that they would all thought that was funny? I doubt it. And then production plays it back constantly. It's like, you can see that she is not. Yeah, like, I know. Elaine, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, what is this? I don't know what Mikey's doing. I mean, I can't imagine him not making any money. I mean, if you can't pay your taxes, how do you have this man? How are you playing for your glam? Like, to me, when you say that, there's so many things in life that you would give up, but glam's not one of them, I think the federal government would think otherwise. So maybe you should pay your taxes. Like, I just can't with her. I can't. I mean, I can say a million things, but. And then Tom, I don't care that, honestly, if I was Ronald Richards, I would tape the man too. I would record him too, because what are you calling me for, man? This old guy who's under conservatorship, it doesn't matter what Tom says. He could literally say it all. It doesn't matter. He is not liable. He's under conservatorship. The man shits himself. So anything he does or says really doesn't matter. But if I were Ronald, I wouldn't trust it either. I'd record him too. And I'd probably let people hear it. Because I was listening to it. It kind of does sound like Tom has lost it. It doesn't sound like he knows what's going on. I mean, he doesn't deny anything. But it does not matter what the man says. He cannot get charged with anything. He literally poops himself. I think that Eric is liable. I think that all the people around him that worked with him, let him go to work. It's like, yeah. I don't understand. People are like, oh, that's so bad. They should have never recorded him. Really? You're worried about Tom Girardi's morals and whether he should be recorded and whether we should hear it or not? That's what you're worried about, this man who did what he did, and you're worried about that? I think Ronald Richards did the right thing. And, you got to remember that, like, exactly. She's going to have to she's going to have to join OnlyFans because we're going to need her to make money for the victims to get their money back. I like how she thinks it's a big joke. Oh, all this is old stuff coming up. All this old stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. We don't even know if the victims really were robbed. We don't know if he really did steal their money. It's like, oh my God, really? And this is who Angie wants to keep on. Like, she's both Garcelle's. I just can't. Like, could you imagine if they did that to Kyle and Mauricio's kids? It would not fly. It would not. I think Mauricio would have hit PK if that was going on to one of his daughters. Honestly, he probably would have hit him. Like, nobody was telling her to stop. Not my kids. They're not my kids. Great. Great lady. Great to know that my kids won't be safe with you because they're not your kids. Good to know, lady. Like, nobody's ever going to leave their kids with you or anybody else. I don't know. Yeah. But man, how it's only been 20 minutes. That's like really. Oh, so anyway, so I go on and watch the after show. Of course we have. Oh wait, where do I for the whole thing? Oh yeah, tell me you don't think Kyle was blocked, right? Kyle is definitely blocked on Kathy's phone. We know this. And this the Christmas party, right? So why is Diana at this Christmas party? I don't understand. She like all Rena talks about is every time there's something going on about how much money this person probably spent. She said I don't know how many millions of dollars this Christmas party was. Did you guys think it looked like couple $1 million? And I don't know. To me, it didn't. It was nice. It was great and all, but again, like I really don't. Diana, I would really kind of wish that we knew if she was leaving. I hope she's leaving. Yeah, like it's insane. Garcelle, I believe that Garcelle had a feeling. I think Garcelle and Oliver kind of had a feeling that she knew what they were trying to do and trying to get her to react and him to react because, past, whatever. It's not right. So, and I think that Garcelle was like, they were smarter than that and knew better and wouldn't react like that. So I think that those bitches got it wrong and tried the wrong ones because it didn't work. So I think that Garcelle has a much more class than that and Oliver has much more class than that. Because, you're sitting there saying baby mom, when it's his wife, whether you want to agree that they're married or not, he refers to her as his wife. And, you got this one saying baby mom, baby mom, baby mom. Everything. It was just, there's so many things about that whole scene. It's just, so on the after show, you have Kyle doubling down on how she treated Sutton, the whole miscarriage thing, said that when she heard it, she was thinking about when the home invasion, when she said that about Dorit's home invasion. And it's like, how does that equate, Kyle? How does that equate to the same thing? How are you saying that that's why you doubled it? First, you apologized. Then you said that you didn't like your behavior that night and that you didn't see the whole thing. And now you're saying that why you made an excuse for why you said that she was making it about her and that she, God forbid, we didn't know about your miscarriage. You had 2 miscarriages. Like, no, Kyle, no. Mm-hmm. No, my friend. So you're on the after show saying that you thought because Sutton always makes it about her that she was just doing that. Because I just thought she was doing that again. Not the same thing, asshole. Not the same thing. Like, Kyle, we need you to go close. Or like Mauricio, I don't know. We need to find something out. Exactly. I mean, I was honestly wanted to look inside the presents and see if she had kids wrapped up in there. It wouldn't shock me. There's something wrong with her. Completely something wrong with her. It's probably how she met Asher. It's like, and then Rena, really, Rena? Oh, God. Oh, she spent a pretty penny on that one. On this. Like, what, Rena? Who cares? Who cares? Her soul sucks. Who cares how much money she spent? Who cares how much money she has? Her soul sucks. She's an asshole. She's racist. Who cares? Like, she's a liar. She forgets the cameras are on her at all times. So every interaction she has with Sutton's on camera. And we know that you're lying. We know that's not how it went down. So you're not going to show up to the reunion. I'm pretty sure she's not going to show up to the reunion, right? Like, she's not. I'm talking about Diana. She doesn't care. She doesn't need the money. She always doesn't care about public perception. It's like, she was just a mean bully. I believe, like I said, that Rena brought her on to back her up about Elton John or to have a friend, a rich friend. I don't know what she was bringing her on for. Kind of can't figure out. It's like she's like the biggest flop I think Bravo has ever paid. She's got to be the biggest flop ever that Bravo has brought on. Like, we would have been, I mean, I hope that Sheree isn't completely scared off because, yeah, we could have Sheree, like, maybe even Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, I'm going to leave Rena and Erika and Diana have to go. Absolutely have to go. She's got to have to go. Kyle has to go. She has to. Because, like, she needs to worry about, all right, if Kyle stays, then we're going to have to address Mauricio's problems. His cheating rumors. We're going to have to address the whole thing. We're going to have to just go there because Kyle just doesn't want to. Yeah, Brenna, and then this is the thing. She finds Diana's weak spot. The only kind of weak spot she has, I think, is that book, which, again, I probably it doesn't really matter. But why are they, like, so they bring that up to her, and it's like, we already know about the book. We already know all about Diana. We heard all about it, all the alleged things, all the things that she did. We already know that Rena's a whore. We already know she's probably in the book. We know Harry Hamlin used to own a brothel, so that would make sense. Rena's not hiding anything. And that's another thing. Like, she's like, oh, I worked that hard. I'm so rich now. I'm so rich. Did you really work that hard? How hard did you work? Like, Like, really? The same thing Erika's going to have to do. Like, Erika's going to have to get back on her knees because we're going to need her to pay the victims, and you don't have any other talents. That's all you've done for like 25 or 40, 30 years. And Diana, she's going to run out of money. And again, Erika, you make $900,000 a year. How are you broke, bitch? How are you broke? Tell me that. I don't feel bad for anybody that makes that much money. Like, I don't get it. How do you... And she's not divorcing Tom because she has to pay him. Yo, that's the best thing ever. She has to stay married to him because it's too expensive to divorce this asshole. Like, exactly. I mean, honestly, is she going to be like? But there's weirdos out there. Honestly, there's weirdos out there that are probably still going to. That's the only thing she's going to have to pay. She's going to have to do that because there's going to be weirdos out there that still want to see that. That are going to want to see that. You know. No, I said everybody deserves a second season. I take it back. Diana does not deserve a second season. Like, come on. There's no excuse for the way she treated Sun. She doesn't know her, so you can't really hate her that much. How could you hate somebody you don't even know? You called her weird numerous times. Called her clumsy with her words. Now we know who's clumsy with their words now. You know, you called her repulsed. You're repulsed by her. To me, like, if that's how you feel, you spend a lot of energy talking about how much you don't like somebody. You don't even know her. So you obviously don't not like it. Doesn't make any sense. I just feel like they tried to hire you. I think the other Fox News spies trying to literally pay you. I don't know what they're doing to like take something down, and something's just like she keeps just trying to be like, she's just super, super nice. And I'm like, oh my God, Sutton, I really hope that you're not this like, I don't know. Like, it's just like give up. Like after the first 2 times she tried to apologize to Diana and Diana just flipped it on her, I would have been like, she's not even a hit. You know what I mean? Like, she's nothing. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. She's a horrible person. Like, I can't even, I just like, it's like, I really don't know. She's the biggest flop Barbo's ever had. I really believe that. I think Andy's like, even Andy's probably shaking his head like, what did I do? Exactly. Because I really think that like she thought she was this cool girl that doesn't care what people think. Hey, my friend Lisa wants me to take this girl something. You know, I'll go on there and I'll just be on mean to Sutton. I'll be the token mean girl. I'll be the villain. Nobody. It's like, I mean, that's like the thing. They really think that Sutton's is calculated. I really believe that they are that delusional. They think they're that important. That Sutton sits home and thinks about them that much and calculates things that much in her head. I mean, you guys are not that important. She doesn't think about you guys that much. Nobody else does. I mean, think about it. They've run off, like, Renee has run off every single one of her friends. And I believe she's literally trying to go for Kathy. I can't wait to see this. Because allegedly, according to her, Kathy said racist things, homophobic things. The one time that there's no camera on her. Come on, really? There's not a cell phone. Nobody has an iPhone out. Are you kidding me? Nobody caught this? Not one camera caught this happening? I'd like to see it. I think that Renna is completely threatened by Kathy because we know that if Kathy comes on, and even say bring Kim back, it's just going to take over. There's no room for Renna. There hasn't been room for Renna. She just needs to stop apologizing. It's just at this point, just stop. You know, it's just it's not landing right, and especially with them because no matter what she says, it's not going to matter. Diana's going to lie. Diana's going to lie about it anyway, or she thinks she can lie. She forgets there's cameras on her, but she's going to lie about something anyway. She doesn't like her. She doesn't want to be her friend. And she doesn't want her apology. Like, and Sutton doesn't owe her any more apologies. If anything, they owe her an apology. Like, and then I watched the after show, and I can't. You have Erika and Deflecto, sitting there saying the same exact things about as Sutton that make absolutely no sense. Neither of them were there. Like, Erika's like, yeah, she always makes it about her. Your home invasion, blah, blah, blah. It's like, Erika, really, shut up. Nobody cares. It's like, cackle, really. And you know they cackle. Like, you know you hear Erika and Lisa cackling. Exactly. At this point, exactly. I'm going to need to see receipts because when it comes to believing, like, I don't know, Renna and Erika and, I don't know, Kathy Hill, I think I would not believe Erika. I don't believe anything. When you have to look at, like, somebody's integrity on the show and you have to, like, put them next to, like, anybody next to Erika at this point and Renna, nobody's really going to believe them. We see what Renna does. We see how she treats her friends. She throws everybody under the bus. She makes people own things that are literally nobody's goddamn business. And she doesn't own anything in her own life. Nobody owns up to the rumors. Like, again, nobody owns up to Mauricio's rumors. Nobody's talking about Harry. And like, again, nobody cares about Harry owning a brothel. Nobody really cares, like, if he has a boyfriend in Canada. We think it's like funny. I think it's hilarious if he's cheating on her. Or they have some kind of arrangement. I don't know what she's hiding behind them stupid aviator glasses. But, oh, God, it's like, yeah. I'm just going to keep going back and just regress about Erika. I just can't take it anymore. Like, what are we doing? How are you going to sit there and say that crap to Crystal? Okay, so now let's get to what she did to Crystal. Like, is it? And then Crystal literally, again, was backing her up on the after show. Are you really going to sit there and say, oh, Erika was just trying to connect with me? Since fucking when? Crystal, she's not trying to connect with you. Erika's not trying to connect with anybody. Like, I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, Crystal, really? She literally just tore you apart. Not to mention all the other people in the world that probably do have eating disorders, right? That are watching this. And here you have this hoe going, don't eat a chicken finger. Can't eat that. It has ranch on it. Chicken finger has ranch on it. Like, wow. Did that really just happen? And they're all going to sit there and go, that's just Erika. She's just loose. She's just letting loose. Like, at what point is it not letting loose and it's like dangerous? That was like 3 weeks ago. And like, oh, I'm not gonna be an asshole or anything, but you know, I would rather poop it out. Like literally, I can't even say the words with the sound like, ugh. Exactly. Like, oh, he calls me every day. Tom didn't get COVID. Like, she's pissed that Tom didn't get COVID, and she did. Like, I'm convinced that she knew he was at the bottom of that cliff and didn't care and left him there. Who doesn't take their 85-year-old husband to the hospital, whether he wants you to or not, when he is at the bottom of a cliff and flipped his car 3 times and clearly has all these things wrong, but like, she doesn't call him. She left him there. She knew he was there. She did not think he was cheating. Like, the way he sounds on the phone with Ronald Richards, I'm convinced that it's his age and he has something wrong with him, and that she was trying to kill him, or she wanted him to die that night. Because, you know, if somebody literally is like at the bottom of a cliff after they flip their car, I'm telling you, you need to call an ambulance. Like, it was like, so of course she literally like laughed that he didn't get COVID. Like, she wants him to have COVID. She said, I can't divorce him. It's too expensive. She wants him dead. Like, it's insane to me that nobody can figure this out. Nobody's questioning how effed up that is, that he was in this accident and his wife neglected to get him any kind of help when he was supposedly pooping himself and had to get a conservatorship months later. He was that sick, but nobody's questioning how she left him and how she didn't get him help and didn't get him treatment or anything, right? When he was at the bottom of the cliff. And how she's drinking on medicine that says, do not drink with this medication. Not to mention, she, oh, I just haven't figured out the right dosage yet and the right medication with the right alcohol. No, Erika, you're not supposed to drink on it, period. Nobody's saying anything about that. And it's like, oh my God, it's like she has to pay for this man. I think it's hilarious that she would have to pay him if she divorced him. How is that even possible when they both owe so much money because they're thieves? Allegedly. She's allegedly. You know what I mean? How is that possible? How would she have to pay him money? It doesn't, like, drunk driving, but like, he was shitting himself. Remember? He had to get a conservatorship. He's that sick. He is like, I honestly, I don't think he knew what happened. I really believe that he has no clue what happened that night. Even if he's not having Alzheimer's or whatever, if you roll your car down a cliff, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a concussion. You're not gonna remember what happened. So who knows? He probably has no idea what even happened that night. He has no idea she left him there to die and didn't get him help. I guarantee it. Because if you listen to these recordings from Ronald Richards, he's like, oh, I was going over the paperwork about these depositions Erika's talking about. And Ronald's like, huh? Why are you calling me on a Saturday? Oh, I don't know. I saw your name on those paperwork. And it's like, holy shit. Like, he's really lost it. And it's not funny. I guess it is. But I just feel like, and yeah, and then the burglar with the black eye, like the burglar did it. He really confronted a burglar and nobody called the cops on that one either. Erika, come on. You wanted him to die. You were hoping he died at the bottom of that cliff. You were hoping the burglar knocked him out. You were hoping that your son didn't get there fast enough all the way. You call your son all the way from Pasadena to drive all the way down to the big snowstorm. but you don't call the real cops. That makes lots of sense. I think you and your son were, I'm not going to say it, but maybe they're, you have all these people that worked with him every day, all these people in the office, his wife. Again, if you people weren't trying to kill him, like, it just doesn't make any sense. You're liable for what he did. Allegedly. But anyway, I just can't. We can't see her. She cannot be back next year. It's like this year. It's like soon. We're going to know soon. It will never make any sense. Like, I don't know why I do this to myself. It's like taking 10 years off my life as it is. And then it's like the last 2 years have come off my life over it. But it's like, it just keeps getting, there's a blizzard in Pasadena. I know. And literally it hadn't snowed since 2019. At this point, that was like 2 years prior. So, because apparently this was 2020 that this happened. So, yeah. And it was like a little bit of a rain, snowy thing. It's just crazy. Like, even if he did, like, it's just so weird. Why did you call your son that's so far away? Why didn't you call the real cops and the real ambulance? It just doesn't make any sense. Why'd you call him to confront a burglar or whatever happened? Like, I don't get it. Who punched him in the eye? Did your son punch him in the eye? Did you punch him in the eye, Erika? Where's the burglar? I'd like to talk to him. Hi, Morale. Hi, everyone. Hi, Aaron. Yeah, I don't know. This episode, I don't know what's going to happen, but I really like Sheree. I hope that they didn't scare her off because we're going to have to lose 3 of them. I know. Exactly. I know. We're going to find out. Exactly. I honestly, like, the bar, there's so many people that let this go on. His ex-wife, 40-some years ago, has it in a divorce decree that he does this and he thinks it's funny and they need to watch it. And there's all these complaints to the bar that just seem to, I don't know. Oh, he was paying him off. Yeah. Again, that many people, he was paying, that many shady MFers or surrounded, like, he really, like, because if that's the case, like I said, I want to know all the D's that were sucked. I want to know what dates, times, sizes, when, where, who, middle names, wives, everything. I want to know who's sucking Tom's dick and whose dick's on him. There's not that many motherfuckers that corrupt to let this go on for that long. His brothers, come on, man. Like, there's people that have to, like, start to pay up and start to answer questions because obviously Tom doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, yeah, I did it. Who cares? I don't have any money anymore. Money's gone. Yeah, Erika, who cares? Like, all right, well, we're not arguing with you. Well, nobody's arguing with you, Tom. That's why it's different because Tom is not out there denying it and all that. It's a totally different thing than Shah. I'm telling you, it's different. I'm telling you. We don't have to say allegedly anymore. She's guilty. But you can honestly say, yes, I believe that Coach Shah didn't know and that Erika probably did, yes. Because, it's just, when you add it all up, it's like, come on, we have no reason at all now for her to believe anything Erika says. And she's just losing her crap. And again, she's going to have to get a job because she's going to have to pay back some of the money. And she makes $900,000 a year. Don't know how you're broke. So, I don't know. You're drinking on medication. You're not supposed to drink, period. Nobody's questioning that. They're just questioning how much she's drinking and what dosage she should be doing. It's just crazy. I know. How? It didn't make no sense. It makes no sense. I want to know, like, how. Not that many people are paying him off. I'm telling you, like, there's just not that many people out there. Like, I'm sorry. If that many people let it go, I want to know. Sizes, dates, times, when it happened, who's, because I'm telling you, it really, honestly, how scary could this guy, what was Tom Girardi going to do? He's the one committing the crimes, right? You telling him, what's he going to do? Telling you that you told on him? Get the fuck out of here. What was he going to do? Like, unless they were in on it, right? Unless the people working around him were helping him. Like, I think they're all scared, and they all were like, oh, no, we're just not going to pay attention. Nobody paid attention to the day she files for divorce, right? For separation. She thinks, I think she's playing with the drinking. I think she just doesn't care. She just says dumb shit. I honestly, no. I don't think she's playing up the drinking. I just think that she's drinking. I don't think it has anything to do with medication. I just think she's drinking too much. I don't think she's ever drank that much. And she's sloppy. She's a sloppy drunk. Exactly. She's a sloppy freaking drunk. And she has no accountability. I think she felt a little bit bad about Garcelle. I think she's a little scared. She probably should be. But, like, we know she doesn't care about public perception. She doesn't only care about the court of law, which they're going to get her eventually. And she's trying to be relatable, but how are you going to be relatable? You were never relatable before. Never heard a story about your, a Christmas with your family. We never saw your family. We never heard her talk about anything relatable. What was relatable about her? Nothing ever. So all of a sudden now you want to be relatable, Erica? No, you're not relatable. You're just an asshole now. Like, oh, Crystal, she's trying to be nice to Crystal. She's trying to relate to her in a way, but like what you did, that just was the opposite of being relatable. That was like literally mocking her situation, her eating disorder. Like, ugh, yeah, I really, because honestly, we all said this, like, some of us have been on depression medicine and have drank on it, and it doesn't change your behavior. That it doesn't drastically do it. You have to be maybe on like some Xanax or something. I really just think it's alcohol, and I think she's a sloppy drunk, and she's just drinking a lot, and she just hasn't drank this much, and she just doesn't care. And they just think it's funny and it's cute. It's not. It's disgusting. And, she gives absolutely nobody any reason to give her any slack or grace or anything. Like what, and Diana, like, she licked her lips 89 times. I didn't count it. Somebody else did. Somebody else on YouTube did. Now, I get that. Like, I do that sometimes. I have a habit of doing it. It's like, but that is ridiculous. I think she is a Draco. If you don't know what that is, Google what Draco are. She's definitely a reptilian. She's definitely, I swear she was shape-shifting the entire time. My pineapple juice. She's definitely shape-shifting. She's definitely part of the Draco, so she'll be gone soon. Like, I'm convinced of it. That lip-lipping, that whole thing. She's a lizard, I'm telling you. She's probably like Bush's like stepdaughter or something. She's very related to them. I'm telling you. She's part of the Draco. The bad part one. The bad Draco. She's evil. She's horrible. She has no soul. I know, Morale. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. But you've probably been there and I just haven't been around. So we have 20 minutes. You guys want me to drop the link? Anybody want to call? Anyone? Oh, Christ. I forgot. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Sorry, guys. Forgot all that. You guys do that stuff. All you guys do anyway. My fam, my YouTube peeps. Do all that crap stuff. All that good stuff. YouTube stuff. Not crap stuff. But still haven't figured out the whole TikTok or Reddit thing. Made some people mad. As usual. So on there. So, but I'm like, I don't know. Getting a lot of views on there. So whoever's watching it, can you guys like jump over and subscribe? Yay, that'd be great. Even if you hate me, just do it anyway. It's free. I see Twitter. See you guys. I see everybody's watching. So I'm gonna wait till next week to do Ultimate Girls Trip because, like, all right. Did you guys watch it yet? I know, Shine, you haven't seen it yet, but like, there was only 7 episodes. 7. I know. I'm glad you made it too, Jen. There's 7 episodes, and I was right. The main focus was Dorinda's drinking, and there was one episode that was decent, and it wasn't this last one. So we need her to be on permanent pause. Sad, almost. It's like I was waiting for something else. I was like, what's happening? I'm like, wait a minute, how much? We only have 1 day left. I'm like, how many episodes can we get out of 1 day? And it wasn't even 8, it was 7. I'm like, what happened? The only thing great that came out of it is everybody I thought I would hate or still hate, I like again, and I have no feelings toward that. Dorinda just needs to go. How can you have Jill on Legacy? I mean, how could you put Dorinda on Legacy and not Jill? If you had a choice, right? If Andy had a choice, why would he pick Dorinda? Wouldn't you put Jill back on? I don't know. I hope that's bullcrap. I hope I didn't really hear that right. It was. How fun could that have been? You too, girl. Like, I honestly, I could honestly, I could deal with them all going back to Dorinda's for another Ultimate Girl Trip at Dorinda's. If this is what you're going to do, keep Dorinda at Luke's Scary Manor. If they're willing to go back there and put up with her, and we can just watch her, it's not really fun to watch. Maybe if Dorinda chills out a little bit. Actually, no. No. Actually, no. No. Because that was horrible what Dorinda did. And then she just did it again this last episode. It was just disgusting. Yeah. go to Puerto Rico and do do something. Do something worth something. I mean, like, ugh, it was horrible. Yeah, Dorinda needs to chill. She's got to be on a permanent pause, man. Like, she just went. She did it. She lasted one day. She had one day of guilt and accountability, feeling bad, and knowing that Andy was gonna like probably say, "This is it. You're done." She had like one day left. She lasted one day of accountability and apologize, and then she went for Brandy's neck again last night. I was like, "Whoa, man, really?" Like, went for Brandy's neck, and it was like, "Holy shit, Dorinda, wow." And everybody else really called them all ungrateful, and they don't appreciate. Oh, God, it was horrible. And even Phaedra was like, Dorinda, you need to chill. Like, this is like you're getting out of hand now. Like, this is, yeah. And if Andy saw this and still brought her back on Legacy and not Jill, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Jill's thirsty, but I mean, what do you think Dorinda's doing? What do you think that was? Like, come on, you called Jill thirsty. Dorinda, that was you. But, well, I mean, I would give production a hard time, honestly, because if I was stuck at Blue Scary Manor with a crazy lady talking about cupcake eating mice that are doing aerobics and some hot air balloon, I would want to leave too. If the production said I couldn't, I'd want to leave too. I did too. I was like, I didn't care either way with Dorinda, but like this was last night. Yeah, but listen, she targeted Tinsley. We thought she hated Tinsley, right? Then we realized that after this, it's not Tinsley. It couldn't be a Tinsley problem. But she did it to Vicky. Then she did it to Tamara the next morning. Then she did the Jill. Then she did the Brandy. Then she did the Brandy again. Then she did the Jill again. Then she did the Vicky again. It's like she went after everybody except for the second to last day, apologized, and then completely went for Brandy again. And Brandy's like, holy shit, wow. Oh, and Taylor can sit down too. I don't want her back either. She was, oh, hi, Mocha. Like, but seriously, like, Mocha, I'm so glad you're here. We missed you so much. We love you. But, like, poor Brandy, I was like, I thought, like, I used to get on Twitter, people used to say, why are you so angry? How could you be so angry at a celebrity? Because I used to go after Brandy. And I literally felt really bad. I was like, wow, like, I literally was like, I felt bad. She went for Brandy last night. That was probably it. I don't know if Dorinda gets rewarded for this bad behavior. I'm convinced that Andy, I really I was watching something with Andy and they were showing pictures of his daughter and him with his kids. And it's like, you're not that much of a D. Like, I don't really hate him that much. I feel like he doesn't have Dorinda's best interest if he puts her on another show because it's not even healthy for her. It's just not. It's just not. It would be like bringing Kim back and putting her on Housewives. And not giving, she cannot go back on a Bravo show. If Kim's going to go back on TV and she's going to be a part of the family and the show and all, they're going to have their own show, creative control. Because Andy doesn't give a shit, clearly, if he brings Dorinda back with the way she's drinking or whatever she's doing that makes her act so delusional and crazy and talk about, again. Oh, and then there's a shot of her eating in her room the entire time they were there. Ate in her room the entire time. Pizza and everything. I was like, oh my. She was eating the whole time. And she's talking about cupcake eating mice that do aerobics and shit. And some hot air balloon that she owns. Like, really? A hot air balloon lady? You have a hot air balloon in your yard and you have mice that eat cupcakes? I doubt it. I'd like to see that. I know. Everybody's okay. I'm reading the chat. I'm like half reading the chat. Everybody's having surgeries and stuff. We gotta do it. Yeah. I'll send good healing vibes and pray for everybody because, wow. Yeah, he doesn't have her best interest. I don't believe it at all. At all. Like, not if you're gonna, it's like, okay, especially if they're having substance abuse problems, you're gonna put them on a show where yes, they showed the end. The last two scenes is literally Marco, what was his name, Marco, laughing about it, and Dorinda eating pizza and laughing, and it shows her like a reel of her eating in her room every night. I was like, if they think this is a joke, it's not funny. She literally made Tamara and Vicky cry every day. You too, love. Thank you for coming. Yeah, she literally was eating in her room. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, this. Yeah, she's the one who brought the stupid cupcakes there and made Marco put them in the room. Everybody send me positive vibes to everyone, guys. Appreciate you guys for even showing up. But guys, it's like 90. It was 98, and it's like probably I'm looking at the temperature. It only went down like 10 degrees. It's only like 92 right now. I'm starting to get really hot again. But we'll talk about Ultimate Girls Trip again on Tuesday. I'll wait for Shen because I got more to talk about that. I mean, like we had 7 episodes, and like Real Housewives. I feel like what are we halfway through it? What else is happening? The Kathy stuff, right? You guys definitely think that Kyle was on block, right, with Kathy? I think so. Yes, positive vibes to everyone. We definitely, yeah. I have all my sage I burn all the time, just sitting here, burn it all. Gus, Terry, you're funny. Hold on. Gus, Marco. Mm-hmm. I can't read it. It's crazy. Like, I wanted the cupcakes. Bring me the cupcakes. But now I want cupcakes. Babe, can you go get me cupcakes? I'll have to get cupcakes after this now. It's so hot. It's like really hot. Might go nice one. But thank you guys for showing up. Like, we got new people and everything. I love you guys. Thanks for making it. And I'm not hanging. I'm not leaving yet. I'm still got 8 minutes, but yeah. That's great. It's, I get it. They do have to, they have to do a lot of drinking. But I mean, these women are not young anymore. Like, it just isn't. It's not. There's not mixing with their medications. It's just not. And it's problematic. It's toxic. Look at Kelly Dodd. I mean, at this point, Kelly Dodd has gotten fired for way less than what Dorinda has done. And what Kyle's done. Kyle's physically assaulted Sutton and Brewster. She has physically assaulted her. So it's crazy. I thought you were Jan. Why? Like, call and talk, or you don't have to talk in the chat. Too many people? It freaks me out when I'm on the panel and it goes, 700 people, 800 people watching. I'm like, don't say that. Stop saying that. I don't want to know that. It freaks me out. I get terrified. I honestly would think I would be terrified to do this by myself, which I am most of the time. I'm getting used to it, but Jan, it took me like 2 years. I think Merle was one of the first people I used to see in Adam's chat, her name, and I would get so upset because I would do it wrong and nobody would answer me, but I would be like late. And Merle's like, you have to redo your thing, or like reset your thing. I was like, oh, okay. And it would do like, yeah, I didn't know what was going on. Too many people, I know. I found Adam, it was funny. I found Adam actually Zach sent me to Adam because I was trying to figure out what to do. He's like, you got to go on YouTube. I'm like, no, YouTube, that's where I go to like figure out how to do things, right? I had no idea all this was on YouTube. And then the first video I saw was Jason's anniversary video to Adam, the anniversary of Adam's year thing, and I cried. And I was like, oh my God, I love them. And then they were stuck with me. So, to be fair, though, I belong to both Zach and Adam, so. But they have to split the crazy. I mean, you can't all deal with just me. I see you guys are talking about ice cream and cupcakes and stuff. I know. I know. I can't even like. I need. Let's get ice cream. No cupcakes. I need ice cream. Usually, Mr. Softy comes around right about now. At 8 o'clock, but I don't hear him. I don't even hear the kids outside tonight. That's how hot it is. The kids aren't outside playing. But I don't know. What's everybody doing this weekend? Is it hot everywhere, or is it just here? Aaron, it's ungodly hot here. I know. That makes me sad. Jen, like, honestly, don't even, I mean, I hate to say it, don't feel like that, but I know how it is. I know how you feel. You're definitely safe with us. Absolutely safe with us. Watermelon water ice. Watermelon water ice. Is it? I think it is like so hot everywhere. Central Illinois. Oh wow. Yeah, so it's like about what it is. Yeah, and it's a little bit earlier there. It's 8 o'clock, and it's still in the 90s. My husband's over there playing PS4. I'm about to make him get off and go get ice cream. Yeah, no kitten. Tiny. But I know. Oh, that sounds so good right now. I want watermelon butter ice. Mocha. What's it like, Mocha? Where are you at? I know it's really always hot there, but it's probably extra hot. Or is it getting cooler? It's probably really hot. If it's hot here. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what it is here. It's insane. And it's going to be like that for the next 8 to 10. Well, it was 8 to 10 days. Now it's extended another 8 to 10 days from now. Jan, I know. At least when you're there, you like, we'll just, we got you. Don't worry. We got you. But yes, I'm going to hang up too. I'm going to go. I know, Mocha. I'm so excited that you're here. I don't want to go, but it's only an hour. But we love her. We love Mocha. I know. Jan, thanks for coming. And don't be fake. Like I said, we got you. Don't worry. But yeah, here's my binder, guys. I take notes, but I'm slacking because I don't have Aaron on. I don't have Aaron to keep me in line anymore. Yes. But all right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I think you guys are all subscribed, but obviously. But thank you, Aaron. Love you. Miss you. Yeah. So I'll be back next week with my girl trip. Love you guys. Thanks for coming. I know. And yep. I'll see you guys in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe. And good night. Love you guys. Oop, wrong way. And thank you guys.